everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Marina. If you're new here, then welcome, and if you're not, then welcome back. You might be thinking, Marina, why do you have two different eyes and you look really stupid? Well, my dears, today's video is going to be a review and a tutorial, two different looks on the Makeup Obsession in the Neon Jungle eyeshadow palette. I'll be doing swatches as well. So this baby retails for £10. You get 16 eyeshadows here. It does come with a mirror as well. The packaging is cardboard. It doesn't come with a brush, but all the shades have names. So they do a variety of different palettes. They've got a lot of these £16 ones, which are all £10, and then you've also got the 10 pans, which are £6. They do loads of different kind of shade ranges. I have done another, like a drugstore get ready with me video featuring one of these palettes, more pinky one, so I'll have that linked in a card and down below if you want to go and check that out. But yeah, I did actually have to do this eye twice because I started it off and I just found it was really hard to kind of create a look with the brighter colours. I really did want to use the pink, but then I thought, I suppose the purple would have gone with it, but I didn't want to use this shimmery one kind of all over the lid because, I don't know, I just felt like I can do more than that. But yeah, I did want to use the pink, but I ended up going with the blues because I thought I could use more colours and show you more, if that makes sense. So I did have to wipe off this eye and redo it because I tried to do a cut crease, but all the colours were just kind of blending into one. But I've taken it off and I did a kind of spotlight instead, which I much prefer. You can see the colours a little bit more. I do find with the pastels, specifically the mint one, it has kind of, it does blend out very, very easily, and it's very, very easy to lose the colour. However, I am really, really impressed, and I think for £10 it's just a bargain, and it has got an array of colours. You can do a bright look or you can do a more subtle look. I really, really, really like this eye. I think it's come out really well, and also the shimmers in here are so pigmented, which you'll see from the swatches. So overall, I really, really like this palette. I hope that you enjoy the little tutorial and these swatches as well. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do hit the subscribe button and click the bell to be notified when I upload a video. I make 2 videos a week on a Wednesday and a Sunday, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. And let's get on to the swatches and then we'll go on to the tutorials. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's a really, really nice pink leopard print with blue spots. So it does say in the Neon Jungle, and to be honest, is it really neon? I mean, maybe a couple of shades, but let's get onto the swatching. So I'm going to start with the top row here and then just go down. So I am just going to do a 1 finger swatch. If it comes out terrible, then I will kind of add another layer. Wow. So the shimmers came out really nice. I'm just going to do another layer of the, oh yeah, there you go. But swatches don't mean anything because, oh, this brown really isn't swatching nicely. Okay, that's the best I can get with that. This one didn't swatch very well, but on the eyes it came out really, really well. So let's do the next So this is Amazonian, Jungle Mist, Monsoon, and a banana leaf. So Amazonian, Jungle Mist, Monsoon, banana leaf. I'm just gonna put a little bit more of Monsoon on. I am doing these without any sort of base as well. So we've got, what is this? Macan, Passion Flower, Gecko, I love that name, and Orchid. Again, they're not swatching very well. Just gonna build up Orchid and Monsoon a little bit more. Got Starfruit, Cacao, Madagascar, and Camouflage. I did really want to use this one. Ooh. Right, let's try and squeeze this on. Oh wow, that one's come out really nice. That one's lovely. Meh. Ooh, that's pretty. So those are all the swatches. The shimmers swatch a lot better than the mattes. And I do think the shimmers are a better formula. The mattes are nice, especially the brown ones, although this one did not want to swatch well, but I did use it in the tutorial and it came out absolutely fine. So you can't judge palette by swatches, but if you do want to see the colours a little bit more, there you go. I'm loving that emerald green at the bottom. It's really nice. So I am starting off by adding some concealer underneath my eyebrows just to give them a little bit of shape. And then I'll be using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer just all over my lid. This is going to cancel out any colour on my lids and just give the eyeshadows a nice base to sit on, but you can use any primer or concealer. So I'm starting off with this lovely pumpkin orange shade on a fluffy brush. I'm placing this on my outer corner and then all throughout my crease. I did originally start this quite low down, but I am going to be bringing this quite high up. So I do just buff it out with a clean blending brush. But then I go on with more product just to take it a little bit higher, because there wasn't really a lighter shade that I could use to blend this out to add kind of another colour there. That's why I just ended up taking this one higher. Then I'm taking the brown next to the orange, it's called Borneo I believe, and just on a smaller brush I'm packing this on my outer corner and through the crease, but lower than where we put the orange. At first I didn't really like this brown colour, it's quite cool toned, but it did work out quite well in the end. Then I'm just going back in with the orange just to add the colour, and then back in with the brown. So when you blend you can lose colours, so just make sure you're building them up. Then I'm taking this dark shade called Madagascar on a small brush and just popping this on my outer corner just to add some depth, mainly keeping it on the lid and then a little bit through the crease as well. And then just blending in the brown with that darker shade as well. Did get a little bit of fallout from that colour and I wasn't really feeling it because it wasn't going on very well, so I'm taking this dark shade. It's more of a purple than a brown, but that went on a lot better. It had a lot more pigment to it. The colour, it kind of all merged in at the end. It might look a bit weird at the moment, but it does merge in all together. And then I'm just adding in the orange again just to make sure everything's blended. I'm just going to cut my crease using the P. Louise base and the NYX MUA Nicole brush. I'm just patting this all over my eyelid as well, just to give us a nice blank canvas to work on. So I'm just popping a little bit of that darker shade just over the concealer, and I'll be using these 3 shimmery shades here. So I'm starting off with the darkest bronzy colour and popping that just on the kind of centre, and then going in with the more golden colour and popping that next to it, and I am leaving a little space just at the very front for that lighter colour, just because I wanted to use as many colours as I could, and I thought it made a really nice gradient look. I'm really impressed with how these shimmers turned out. I didn't wet the brush or anything, and they just came out really, really nicely. I'm popping a little bit of the lighter shade on my inner corner as well, and then just going around with the orange just around the edges and underneath my eyes. So I am redoing this look because it just didn't turn out right, like I said at the start. So same process, popping on some primer on the lid. Then I'm using this lovely purple shade called Orchid on a fluffy brush and popping this in my crease and on my inner and outer corner of the eyelids. And then I'm just taking a clean brush just to blend out the edges so they're nice and seamless. So I'm taking these 2 brighter pastel shades. So I'm starting with the mint green called Gecko, just on the inner half of the eye crease, and then the blue shade just on the outer half of the crease. So I'm just building these up just to get a nice colour. And then I'm going back in with the purple because, like I said, you can lose the intensity when you are doing a lot of blending, so just make sure you keep building it up. So I'm taking this dark blue called Monsoon on a smaller brush and placing this on the outer corner and the inner corner because I am doing a spotlight eye over here. And then just adding a little bit more of Orchid just to make sure everything's blended. I'm popping a bit of the P. Louise base on the centre of my eyelid. This is just going to kind of make sure the shade we put on in the middle is really nice and bright. So I'm taking the shade Jungle Mist and just popping that on the centre with a small brush for now. Taking more of Orchid and just making sure it's blended into Jungle Mist, and then just applying Jungle Mist with my finger, and I am repeating this process a couple of times to make sure I get a good blend. Then I'm taking this darker purple shade and packing that on the outer corner because I do want to make it a little bit more deep and have some dimension in there. And then again popping it on the inner corner as well because it is a spotlight eye. Then I'm just tapping on Jungle Mist as well because I want to make sure you can see it. I'm popping a little bit of that on my inner corner as well. So my last final thoughts on the palette. It is a great palette, especially for the price point. If you are looking for a good palette on a budget, I would highly, highly recommend this. The name, the Neon Jungle, I mean, it's not really neon because there's one neon shade, which is the bright pink shade, and the others are pastel or shimmer. So I wouldn't really say Neon Jungle is the best name for this, but it is a really nice palette and I will keep it and I will continue to use it. So yeah, I really hope that you found this helpful. Let me know if you end up getting this palette or if you already have it. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. Don't forget to follow my Instagram as well, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye!